Hey everyone, welcome back to the Living in Maryland channel. And today we are discussing a community within Ellicott City called the Estates at Patapsco Park. This is a pretty new community. And one of the things I love about this community the most is how close it is to transportation, to your highways, to get you wherever you're going within Central Maryland, as well as Baltimore. And a lot of people even still commute down to DC. Maybe they're working from home a couple days a week and kind of making that commute very close to highways to get you wherever you need to go. So definitely something that's very cool about this neighborhood. You've got easy access to 29, which is heading straight north-south down to DC. And then you've got very close access to 70, which cuts you right over to 695, which is Baltimore's Beltway. There's actually no exits from access from this once you get onto 29 and then onto 70. There's no exits from 70 until you get to the Beltway. So it's usually pretty quick flying down 70 just because there's not much, there's not anyone getting on in between that exit. So definitely something that's very close by to multiple and a lot of different areas. You're probably only about 20 to 25 minutes to Inner Harbor if you're not sitting in traffic. So definitely a cool location if you want to be near the city, but have that suburban lifestyle. So we're going to be talking more about this community as well as doing a driving tour here in a second. Next, just wanted to quickly let you know about the schools here in the area. One of the cool things about this neighborhood is that you are walking distance to Hollifield Station, which is the elementary school, and you can actually take a little private path kind of towards the back end of this community right to the school. You can also, it's a little bit of a further walk, but you can walk to Patapsco Middle School, which is just across Old Frederick Road, also known as 99 here, in the area. So awesome location when it comes to those schools. And then you've got Mount Hebron High, which is just a couple miles down Old Frederick Road as well, so not too far. Now, I always recommend checking directly with Howard County or whatever county you are looking at to confirm those schools. But to the best of my knowledge, that's currently where this community is districted at. So definitely something to look into. And again, the proximity to that elementary school, Hollifield Station and Patapsco Middle is something that I know a lot of people love. And just kind of having that ability to walk, ride your bikes, all that kind of stuff is something that people really love about this area. All right, next, just wanted to mention a few things to do, maybe a little bit of shopping nearby, just so you kind of have an idea of what to expect when it comes to that. This community is very close to Daniels Dam, which is part of Patapsco State Park. Now, this community also backs right up to the state park. You could probably figure that out from the name of the community, but something good to know. So lots of trails, lots of things to do as far as hiking, getting in the river, and Daniels Dam is something that's probably about, you might be able to walk there, but it's going to be a quicker drive. So you're going to get onto Old Frederick and then go down to Daniels Road, and it's going to take you right back there. It's probably no more than a 3 to 5 minute drive. So something that's really cool. There's some fishing back there, endless trails, and then kind of a spot where a lot of people will swim in the late spring and all throughout the summertime. So something that's really cool for families. And if you're looking to kind of get out in nature, this is something that's just right around the corner. So something that I would highly recommend that you check out. When it comes to shopping, you are about a 5-minute drive straight down 29 to 40, also known as Baltimore National Pike. If you're kind of looking on a map there, that's going to have all the shopping, most of the shopping that Ellicott City has to offer. So you've got various grocery stores, some restaurants, banks, all the stuff that you're going to need when it comes to that. So you've also got a Walmart, probably no more than 5 minutes away as well. So definitely something to check out when it comes to that, and easy access to shopping. Now, also when it comes to shopping, you've got Normandy Shopping Center right around the corner, no more than 5 minutes from this community. Now, this is actually one of the oldest shopping centers within all of Howard County, and they just redid it. It opened up probably no more than 12 months ago, maybe even sooner. So they were working on it for a long time, even through COVID. And there's just a lot of cool restaurants in there. They've got a gym. They've got several different things that are just really fun, and easy to have access to when it comes to food, multiple restaurants and things like that. And it's just a really nice new redone shopping center. So definitely something that's nice to have nearby. And again, no more than 5 minutes away. And then one more thing I wanted to mention is going to be the Snowball Stand, which is probably about 3 miles down Old Frederick or 99 down to Woodstock Road. Now, technically this is in Woodstock, Howard County, part of Woodstock, but it's right neighboring to Ellicott City, and again, probably 5 to 7 minute drive from this community. Now, this is an area that's known almost county-wide. It's just a kind of a hub within the county. If you say to someone or ask someone, hey, how is the snowball stand, or where is the snowball stand, they're going to be able to tell you exactly where that is. So this is something that you definitely want to check out. And it's cool because when I first moved here, my wife grew up not too far from there. It was really only open in the summer. So you go there and get your snowballs and just kind of hang out. They've got a little area where you can walk and sit down. But I think there was some new ownership or they sold it or something a few years back. And now they're actually opening up more throughout the year, doing things like fall drinks and things like that. So it's a really cool place and something that's been around for a long time and really known by a lot of the locals and really enjoyed by a lot of the locals. So definitely something I would check out if you're looking specifically in or near this community for something fun to do. All right, now last but not least, before we jump into the driving tour, I wanted to give you a few kind of bullet points on what to expect from the homes within this community and then kind of the community itself. So the homes within this community were built somewhere between 2017 and then kind of finishing up around 2020. Now, when it comes to size of these homes, these are larger single-family colonial style detached homes. These homes range anywhere from 2,300 square feet on the smaller side to 4,000 square feet on the bigger side, and that's above grade square footage. So that's not going to include the basement. So if there's finished basement square footage, that's going to be above and beyond, kind of cherry on top to the square footage that I'm referencing here as above grade square footage. And the reason kind of why I think they break it down there is because, one, that's how the county does it. That's how they assess properties here in Maryland, is above grade square feet, because it's not a guarantee that every home has a basement, and there's no guarantee as to what percentage of that basement is finished or not. So that's kind of why it's broken down like that. So these are larger homes. That's what you can expect in this community. And the other cool thing about this community is it's got a great little playground within this community right on the way to the trail that's going to lead you to Hollifield Station Elementary School. So a really cool little community here, not too large. So it's kind of got that intimate feel where you can get to know people, and it's not too large, but it definitely has a good size as well to it. So definitely something to check out if you are looking for a newer community within Ellicott City. And then last two things to keep in mind about this community is it does have an HOA and roughly $70 a month, and then it's got a front foot benefit of $650 a year. A front foot benefit is basically it's repaying the builder and the developer for the things below the ground within the community. So things like gas lines, water lines, sewer lines, things of that nature, sidewalks, things like that. So those things are put onto bonds, typically 30 years. Sometimes now they're stretched out to 40 years. So each individual owner pays that amount for the duration of that bond, and then it falls off and it's no longer paid once the home reaches whatever that term of the bond is, so 30 or 40 years of age. And then the owner does not pay that anymore. And it does carry to new owners. So you can transfer it if you're selling the property. It passes on to the new owner. All right, everyone, we are going to jump into the driving tour now. And if you ever have any real estate questions about buying or selling a property here in Maryland, we absolutely love to help out in any way possible. So feel free to reach out however you feel most comfortable, and let's jump into the driving tour.